Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review, we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. We're going to take a look at the new DC Comics, DC Compact Comics, All-Star Superman. So, this All-Star Superman is a part of DC Comics' new DC Compact line, which is basically completed stories, trade paperbacks in this, as you can see, compact format. So we have the new compact All-Star Superman right here. Behind it, we have a standard trade paperback, so you can kind of get a sense of how big it is. In the very back, we have the absolute All-Star Superman. So again, just to give you some perspective on size. Obviously, I'm a big fan of All-Star Superman. This is my 3rd edition. I also have the digital version. I love this story. It's my favorite Superman story ever, honestly, so more than happy to buy this again. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the format of this new line, the readability of it, and what I think about it overall. So let's take a closer look. So here is the comic. As you can see, it's a nice little thick comic there. There's the back of it. Well, here's the back of it. And the nice thing about these is they retail for $9.99, for $10. And here's a look inside. So a couple of things, right? So this is $10 for a complete story. So the paper quality, I'm not an expert on paper and whatnot in comic books, is definitely a different quality paper, obviously a little bit cheaper than your standard trade paperback. For example, if I look at the standard trade, you can see this is like a nice glossy, shiny paper. The colors really pop in it and whatnot. So, you know, there is that. And the trade obviously is better quality paper and the colors look a lot better on it. But as far as it goes for the size we're looking at here with the compact edition, I still really enjoyed reading this. I already read it, actually. I got it for Christmas and I read it over a few nights and it was awesome. It was an awesome experience as far as reading this. Couple of reasons. I have 2 little kids, so I don't have a lot of time to myself to really sit around and read comic books. So this nice little format was great just to put on the kitchen table, put on the counter, have by the TV, have by my coffee, and pick it up and read it very easily. And it's funny because I could also do that with this, right? But this compact size, for whatever reason, it was just a lot easier to read. It was just a lot easier to grab and read on the go. And I just really enjoyed the experience. It was probably, I mean, again, the quality on this is better, but this retails for $29.99 US. And, you know, while the paper quality is better, the colors really pop, yada, yada, yada. I didn't feel like I missed anything by... Let's see if that stands there. By having it in this format. But again, it still looks really nice. It's just, you know, paper quality is a little bit less, but I think the Frank Quietly artwork still really shines through and it still looks beautiful. And I still really enjoyed reading this. Also, it is a smaller size. So for those of you who might not have the best eyesight, that is a consideration. I am at that age where I need reading glasses. So I had to, you know, with my reading glasses, it was fine. And as long as I had plenty of light in the room, it was still very readable. So yeah, I still was able to really enjoy this. And what I like is that I actually finished this. Usually when I'm trying to read a comic book or a trade, I don't really have them lying around the house just because, I don't know, I never finished them for whatever reason. But this I finished. I think because, again, the size, it's easy to grab. I'd pick it up and read a few pages. You know, my wife wasn't as annoyed with having this around as having a bigger comic around, so that was helpful. But yeah, I really enjoyed the experience of reading this. And I really hope this line continues because right now there's, I don't know, I think there's like maybe 8 to 10 of these out there right now, and there's a few coming up. But I would love to see more stories in this format. I would like to see newer stories in this format because honestly, my comic book reading over the past decade has really dropped off. I don't read as much as I used to, so there's a ton of stories that I've really missed out on that I haven't gotten around to reading. So I would love it in this format. Again, $10, you know, super affordable. The experience was really fun just reading this. And yeah, I'm really excited to get another one of these. The ones that they do have out right now, Well, I could just kind of show you because they're in the back here. There's Hush, Wonder Woman Earth 1, a couple of Catwoman stories. There's the Batman and Son, Doom Patrol, Watchmen, Superman and the Authorities. That's a newer story. I might pick that one up, actually. Watchmen. I got to pick up Watchmen. I love Watchmen, and I got to have it in this format. So, yeah, sorry, that's a spoiler right there. But, yeah, I really enjoyed this format. I think it's a great entry point also for people who maybe don't read comic books too much. Because honestly, I think I'm just going to hand this to my buddy who reads comic books even less than I do now, and I think he'd really enjoy this. And it's a fun format to read in. I know that manga is known for this format, and I see why it works because it feels, I don't know, it just feels great reading it like this. So there you go. So there's your look at the DC Compact All-Star Superman. I picked this one up, or my wife picked it up for me for Christmas off Amazon. It was $10. I've seen all the other ones on Amazon pretty readily available. So if you are interested, that is a place to get it from. I'm not sure where else they are selling this. I'm sure Barnes & Noble's, comic book stores are all selling this. But overall, again, love this experience. Really fun way to experience All-Star Superman. I'm definitely going to be getting more of these. And I guess that's about it. Let me know what questions you have in the comments below. And again, I'm showing you some spoilers by flipping through this. And if you haven't read All-Star Superman, I cannot recommend it enough. It is, again, my favorite Superman story. I think it really captures so many different facets of Superman, from the sci-fi of Superman, the Clark Kent Superman relationship, the secret identity, Lex Luthor. Oh my God, it's just so great and so fun. And it's amazing how this was a 12-issue series, I believe, and each issue was almost pretty much self-contained, a different adventure, and they packed up so much story into each issue, and there is so much story in this collected edition that it's really amazing. So I can't recommend this story enough in whatever format you end up getting it. I recommend Compact if you haven't read it yet, but the regular trade is also beautiful, and again, look how the colors pop on there. The Absolute Edition, I love Absolute Editions. That's, one of the things I collect. But I'll be honest with you, they're hard to read, right? Like, I was complaining about I was complimenting how easy it is to pick this up and read it. That is not the case for Absolute Editions. I've never really, you needed like a table to read them on. You can't just really sit them on your lap on the sofa and read them. I guess you could, but it's never worked out for me. So I collect the Absolutes more just to collect them, because I'd like to see the artwork in this format. But definitely for readability, I definitely recommend the trade or this version, or even digital. I read more comics on my iPad now than I do physical, just for space purposes. But there you go. Anyways, there are my thoughts on the DC Compact Comics. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much, and have a great day.